Live from St. Anthony's on the Lake Parish in Pewaukee, Wisconsin. Welcome to Hearts on Fire, the third annual signature event featuring the Profiles in Faith Awards. Appearances by Father Tony Zimmer, Dr. Kathy Amity, Ellen Knippel, a fabulous live auction and your opportunity to support an amazing community of faith. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Brian Milo.
All right, everybody, how's the meal treating you? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hey, we are so happy to be here. And you know what, I kind of feel like the crowd's on fire. There is a ton of energy in the room. It's so nice to have everybody back this year and celebrating such a good cause. Like I mentioned earlier, we have a lot to celebrate tonight. And I want to give a special welcome to all of those who are joining us online tonight. I've got to tell you, you're in for one amazing night. Let me tell you why we should all be excited tonight. We all have personal faith stories that are at the heart of this community, and they're intertwined in such a transformative way. Tonight, you are going to hear powerful stories from two very special honorees who are community and parish focused, share how strong Catholic values form the basis of a strong family, what it means to be servant leaders, and one of our honorees tonight is a St. Anthony on the Lake School alumni. How cool is that? Pretty awesome. Friends, our mission is to live, seek, commit, and serve, and that mission is truly alive tonight. And we're about to see an example of that mission as we celebrate this year's recipients of the Profile in Faith Award.
You know, when we began the signature event 3 years ago, one of the things that we wanted to include is the opportunity to honor people who represent the mission and the spirit of our faith community. We call it the Profiles in Faith Award, and every year we honor and recognize two individuals in our community who have answered Christ's call to discipleship in a very compelling way. And the recipients of this reward demonstrate our parish community's commission and covenant, and we celebrate them as examples of our core values as a community. This year we have two recipients. I can't think of better people to honor than Brian Felsman and Susan Goggins. And here to tell us more about their contributions and why they deserve this reward is Ellen Knippel, our principal, and Dr. Kathy Amity, our pastoral associate.
Thank you, Father Tony. It's an honor to be here with Ellen to present this year's recipients of the Profiles in Faith Awards. The first recipient of this year's Profile in Faith Award is Susan Goggins. Susan has been a part of St. Anthony on the Lake school community for the past 8 years. Susan has served our school families formally through her work on the school committee, 2 years as the chairperson. She was instrumental in the development and the inauguration of both the 3K and 4K programs. She has worked tirelessly to promote our school, aiding in our steadily increasing enrollment. Her positivity has been a support to me, our teachers, and our staff alike. Susan not only continues to volunteer in a multitude of ways in the school, but she also gives of her time and talents to be part of the important Parish Capital campaign. Susan thinks, prays, and answers the call. Susan and her husband Bill have 4 children that we are blessed to have in our school. The seeds of faith and leadership that they have sown are already evident in the roots that have begun to grow in their children, for they are the future of St. Anthony on the Lake and the Catholic faith. It is my honor and privilege to introduce this year's recipient of the Profiles in Faith Award, Susan Goggins.
From the minute we joined the parish, we moved in the summer, we joined the parish, and the parish has a welcome committee. I have a phone call from someone that welcomed me to the parish before school even started to answer questions, tell me all about it, even invited us to be part of things. So by the time school even started, we had familiar faces and friends, and we knew that this was a good place for us. When the younger kids were able to get into school, I had some more free time and I joined the marketing committee, which eventually turned into me joining the school committee. And from there, I was really able to see the community that we have and what we have to offer here. One of the first tasks I had with my school committee team, we were given survey results from the school families that they all were asked, how do you feel about our school? What is the best thing about this place? What areas could be improved? And our school committee looked at these results, and the overwhelming result was, it's the people. It's the community here. Fast forward to March of 2020 when the world shut down. And the one thing that we didn't have was a physical community here. But the people, the parish, the parents, the teachers, everybody found ways to keep that community together. I guess you could say it's sort of the way I was raised and my husband was raised. We both grew up in Catholic families with parents who were very involved in our parish in different ways. I remember my mom working in the lunchroom at my Catholic grade school. My dad was always part of men's club. I'm a product of Catholic school through and through, grade school, high school, and Bill and I met at Marquette University. And we've chosen to give our kids that same community, that same Catholic upbringing that we had, and lead by example like our parents did. We hope that our children can see that as well, that we are both part of this community and we appreciate it, and all the people here and all of the friends they've met, and that they will take it with them as they get older. I've helped run the open house the last few years. I've worked on mailers and the Facebook page with the school committee that is more kind of marketing ourselves inside our school, where we have a lot of families here and we want everybody to know and appreciate what we have here. You can send your kids to school every day and we're all very happy with the academic rigor, the teachers, the offerings we have. But it was nice to be on a committee with a great team of people that shared that excitement and enthusiasm. And from that, we would plan school picnics. We planned different outings for parents to get to know each other. We planned ways to appreciate the teachers. And I think kind of taking that enthusiasm that we have and telling everybody else, like just reminding them that this is a great place.
It's an honor to introduce Brian Felsman as one of our recipients of Profiles in Faith Award this year. I met Brian 25 years ago when we led the first mission trip that St. Anthony's went on to Pine Ridge Indian Reservation with Father Tom Venn. Since then, he has been a leader on 17 mission trips. I don't know if any of you know what that entails, but it means you're sleeping in tents and on the floors of churches and schools, eating cafeteria food, and helping youth to go out and to work in sometimes very warm or uncomfortable conditions. And he's done this for so many of our mission trips that Cindy Petrie, our former youth minister, called him her right-hand man at these trips. In addition to that, Brian has taught in our religious education programs and our family program for many years. Many children know about the sacraments and know things about their faith because Brian taught them. Brian also has been a leader in our adult Bible study. He has a scholarly approach, I would say, to teaching scripture to adults, but he always does it with individual care for each person there, learning about the Bible, learning about scripture in ways that they never had before. Brian's also contributes in the parish. He is a Eucharistic minister, he is a lector, he has led centering prayer here. And Brian is just a person of prayer, simply that's how I would think of him. I think Brian exemplifies what Mother Teresa said, that love is the fruit of prayer. That's how he has been living his life. He is one of what I would call the unsung heroes that makes St. Anthony's what it is. That quiet, humble way of just serving, just being there where he's needed, being generous. He prays his faith, he lives his faith, he shares his faith. And we thank Brian and we congratulate him for being one of the recipients in the Profiles of Faith Award this year.
The most interesting thing I think about my history is I actually grew up in the parish. So I have the unique perspective of going to grade school here at St. Anthony's, and this was back before they had 7th and 8th grade here, and growing up in the parish, growing up and seeing how things have changed so much over the past several years. It's just been amazing. You know, the number of families that we have, obviously, the different activities that we have. There's just so much here. It's such a vibrant, loving community, and that's one of the things that I love most about this parish. You know, and the one thing about all these different things that I've done here at church is I just love being part of a group that works hard together, but also prays well together and enjoys each other. It's a great joy to me to be part of something much bigger than myself, and to realize that even though I play a small role sometimes in what I'm doing, I'm making a contribution to the group and to the parish as a whole. With the mission trips, I always thought it was very important that I had that experience for the first time, and I wanted to be able to share it with other people. I wanted to be able to encourage people to go on the trips. I wanted to be able to lead people to go on the trips, because I just thought this opportunity was just so important for them to learn and to grow. You have to go on the trip and experience it yourself to see what it's like and how it can change you. And like I said, I wish everyone would have the opportunity to do that. What I learned about myself and what I learned about my faith and what I learned about service, and I just want to be able to share this with the teens. I want to be able to share it with other adult leaders who may be going on this trip for the very first time. I've been involved in so many different things, and I've had a chance to try all these different ministries and to kind of see what I am good at and where I can serve the community best. I just think it's great that we keep getting encouraged all the time to participate, to get involved, to learn what stewardship is all about, you know, giving back to God what we have been given ourselves. I feel very grateful and honored to receive this award. I really do. I see so many people being involved in the parish, giving their best, learning more about themselves, learning more about their faith, connecting with other people. That I play a role in the parish, but there's so many other people, and that's one of the great things about the parish is we're all working together. You know, just volunteers like myself who spend hours and hours and hours, whether it's behind the scenes or doing some of the ministries that I haven't had a chance to do, like human concerns or things like that. But I'm so grateful for the award, and I recognize that what I have been able to do myself, I have learned from others who have gone before me.
So there you have it. Susan and Brian, are they not fantastic examples of how to live, seek, commit, and serve God's kingdom and everyone here at St. Anthony on the Lake Parish? I hope you'll join with me in recognizing their service and dedication this evening. Congratulations, Susan and Brian. Thank you for your dedicated service.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back Father Tony Zimmer, along with Principal Ellen Knippel and Dr. Kathy Amity, as well as Susan and Brian, the awards recipient, and keep the applause going. Two very hard-working, dedicated people.
Congratulations again, Brian and Susan. We couldn't ask for better servant leaders than you two. Congratulations. All right, so we're gonna, we had the golden ticket drawing, and now we're gonna do the raffle drawing, okay? And so I've got 9 names that I'm gonna draw here, and we're gonna start out with our with the grand prize of $5,000, and then work our way down to our 4th place finishers, and we're gonna draw 5 of those, and that's 100. So I'm gonna just kind of tumble the barrel over here on the stage, and I'm gonna pull out a name or a number. I think it's got names on them. And here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna call your name, and then the church and the church office will be with you in the next few days so you can claim your prize. So no mad rush to the parish office tonight. We'll make sure it gets taken care of. So I'm gonna tumble it and then pull out the first name for the grand prize of $5,000. All right, here we go. Reaching in deep. I'm reaching in deep here. All right, the $5,000 raffle winner is Miss Gail McGuire. Gail McGuire. All right, congratulations, Gail. Awesome. All right, now we're going to go with our second place of $2,500. Here we go. Reaching in. All right, here we go. $2,500 to Rachel O'Connor. All right, Rachel, congratulations. All right. Now we're going to draw 2 third place, which are $500 apiece. Here we go. The first one, Barbara Heinley. All right, there we go. $500. We're going to do one more $500. All right. Here we go. The next one is Jim Alito. All right. Oh, Alioto. Sorry. Hey, I'm doing my best with names. Sorry. All right. Now we're going to do, finally we're going to do we're going to do 5 prizes for $100 each. All right, here we go. First one, Arnie Getz is going to be a winner. Arnie Getz. All right, the next one, Ed and Patricia Butte. Ed and Patricia Butte. All right. The next one is got the last name Nesheim. Nesheim, $100 winner for Nesheim. All right, we got a couple more to draw. Okay, the next one is going to be Patsy Halverson. Patsy Halverson. All right, and we got one more to draw. And all right, forgive me on the name here if I don't get it right. Robert Persigan. Robert Persigan. All right, those are our raffle winners. The office will be with you early next week, and you guys can get your prizes claimed. Congratulations, everybody, on your prize there. All right, can we give a round of applause to all of our raffle winners one more time? Congratulations. A night like this does not come together without a significant amount of support and partnership. Over the past few months, our committee has had the privilege of hearing from a number of tonight's sponsors, learning about why they chose to support our signature event. I have to tell you, the generosity and sincere support of our mission has been so evident. In fact, this year's event has enjoyed the largest sum total sponsorship of support of any St. Anthony event in history. Thank you, sponsors. Many of our sponsors are in the room tonight, and I want to thank you for your steadfast generosity and support, with a special nod to our presenting sponsor, Tony Windorf and Associates, First Weber Lake Country. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, First Weber. I want to wish our friends online a wonderful evening. Thank you for tuning in. You continue to use HandBid, and be sure to stay tuned for a very special video. Have a great night. All right, everybody, we're going to have a little fun tonight, kind of get the room loosened up, kind of some fun before the day.
Hello, my name is Dan Knapp, and this is my beautiful wife, Stephanie. We've been members of the St. Anthony's on the Lake Parish since 2015. It was in 2015 when we moved from Wauwatosa and were looking for a new faith home, and we visited many parishes throughout Waukesha County. We were drawn to St. Anthony on the Lake after several weekends of coming to Mass by Father Tony's on-point homilies and the vibrant music that filled our hearts, and knew that we had found our new faith home. Today, we have 3 children. Connor is a 5th grader here at St. Anthony's on the Lake. Kaylee's in 1st grade, and our youngest daughter, Kelsey, will be entering 3K next year. Our children have had their most impactful Catholic experiences here at St. Anthony on the Lake, from baptisms to First Communions to reconciliations. St. Anthony on the Lake has been very important to Stephanie, myself, and our entire family. This is such a special place for us. Today, we'd like to tell you a little more about what is very important for us with St. Anthony on the Lake, and how it was illuminated more than ever this past year.
It's great to be with all of you this evening. Like so many other St. Anthony's on the Lake parishioners, Sunday, November 21st was a very difficult day for our family. While attending the Waukesha Christmas Parade, our youngest daughter, Kelsey, was struck by the SUV and sustained serious but non-life-threatening injuries. She spent one night at Children's Hospital, and I'm happy to say that today, both physically and mentally, she's doing wonderful. Dan and I spent that night at Children's Hospital with Kelsey. While it was clear to us that Kelsey was going to be okay and was really one of the lucky ones compared to everything else we were seeing, our concern shifted to how Connor, our 11-year-old, and Kaylee, our 7-year-old, how were they going to cope with what they saw? Something that no other 11 and 7-year-old should ever have to see, much less any of us see in our life. Dan and I asked ourselves, what would the next day look like for them? To no surprise, St. Anthony's on the Lake quickly planned a Mass first thing the next AM to pray for all the victims, including one of their own, our daughter Kelsey. St. Anthony's understood that while not all of the people at the parade or here in our parish may have been physically hurt, St. Anthony's knew that mentally we all needed to find a place to begin to heal, and that place was here at St. Anthony's. The Mass was so impactful that Monday AM that for Connor and Kaylee, and through discussions with many of you, know it was attended by many of you here gathering with us tonight, and it did provide that place that we needed to begin to start to heal.
We have received so much support from St. Anthony on the Lake since that day. From the discussions with Father Tony, for us to better understand what we were experiencing and how we needed to move forward with our lives, to the support that Connor and Kaylee received from their teachers from that very first day. The regular updates, day after day, week after week, showed the love and compassion that they had for our children and was so meaningful to both Stephanie and I. Kaylee also had regular meetings with Father Tony. Kaylee thought it was very important for her to talk with Father Tony, and Father Tony welcomed her in anytime she wanted, and that really assisted her healing and her understanding of what she was going through. The dinners prepared by the St. Anthony on the Lake community, how comforting that was to know that amongst all the other stuff we were going through, we had a meal on the table for us to gather as a family. The dinosaurs, the dinosaurs, from stuffed animals to costumes to balloons. Our daughter Kelsey, nothing comforts her more than dinosaurs, and our house was and still is filled with dinosaurs that you all provided, and was a comfort to our daughter Kelsey in her time of coping and healing.
Thank you.
Whether at church or somewhere throughout the community, when we'd run in, the faith formation community was there for us and offered us comfort and aid and asked us anytime they saw us, what could we do to help? And that was very comforting to know that with the community as a whole, as a parish, was there for us. For this we say thank you. Thank you to Kathy Amity and your staff for the love and devotion that instills and deepens our faith through our entire lives. Thank you to Father Tony for your guidance and leadership to lead this parish, especially through our greatest times of need. And for Stephanie and I and our entire family, certainly was this year. Thank you to Ellen and the entire St. Anthony on the Lake staff. Your leadership and your compassion and your devotion to showing the children of God and our children what it means to be Catholic and what it means to grow as a child, especially in a faith-based school like this, is so important to us. Our family is truly overwhelmed by the support you, the St. Anthony on the Lake community, provided us.
While our family continues to deal with the mental impacts of that day, our life has returned to the next normal. Our dinner time discussions continue to revolve around community and what the community has done for us and our family. The discussions have evolved from how we were receiving support to how now we need to support many others that need our support. These are lessons both taught and implied that we continue to witness every day at St. Anthony on the Lake. As parishioners of St. Anthony's, there are so many opportunities that we have to engage in our faith journey. From our partnership and support of our partners in mercy, including our sister parish in Peru, Santissimo Sacramento, to the family program and all the wonderful faith-filled events that they plan, to, of course, our school, faith-filled school that houses so many of our children. Our community really does understand what it means to give back. As my friend Brian Milam says, St. Anthony's on the Lake is a hospital for both your heart and your mind. It warms our heart when our sweet daughter Kelsey explains to our family that, God is our protector. Through this tragedy, St. Anthony's on the Lake, love and support turned our collective hearts on fire and renewed our spirit in both God's love and in God's grace.
We are all dealing with issues that this crazy world can throw at us. We don't get to determine the how or the what or the when these issues will present themselves. But we can make ready ourselves for these issues by preparing our mind and our spirit. Stephanie and I were both raised by loving families. We were raised in the Catholic Church, and we attended Catholic schools from first grade through college. However, we truly believe it has been these past 7 years and the experience we've had at St. Anthony on the Lake that prepared us for the night of November 21st. We are so grateful to the generous donors who came before us, who built this wonderful church and our amazing school, to ultimately create and foster a faith community of support, which we are so grateful to be a part of. It is now our time. It is now our time to provide this financial support so we can carry on this faith-based community, not just for ourselves or our children, but for generations to come. We need you. We ask that you prayerfully consider donating to St. Anthony on the Lake using your mobile device tonight and help carry on this legacy of this faith-based community. Stephanie and I are so grateful you joined us tonight, and we hope to see you next year at the 4th annual signature event. Thanks, and have a great night.